Hi, 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 hi. Hi, hi. Hi from Portugal. Hi from Portugal. Hi from mother. Love the jacket. Yeah, right? It's the smallest size. Hey, sweeties. Mother, yes. Okay, so it's the introspective punk ass chat. What do you guys want to talk about? Kisses from Romania? Kisses from an airport? Just kidding. All right. I do still have, you guys know me. But take a while, guys. What do I have with me? What can it be? Crystal. I've already saged the shit out of this room to say for you guys. Okay. 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 Madagascar. Hello, Madagascar. Where in the world is that? Where's Madagascar? So happy for you and your weather. Okay. Scotland. Oh. Okay. So before I do anything, Carmen, could you just please put on the screen there so I can see all the questions? Okay. Did somebody say Happy Valentine's Day? It's not Valentine's. It's the 14th of February, darling. If I'm coming to Finland, if I'm coming to Portugal, if I'm coming to Romania, yes, I will definitely at some point in my life. It's like, damn it. So, describe wildfire in only 3 words. Come on, man, that's not even fair. You know, there's no way I could describe wildfire in 3 words. Okay, I can. Wait. No, okay, 4 words. That is 4 elements, I was going to say. And each element has its emotion and its attributes. And what elements are that? Fire, earth, air, rain. Did I miss anything? No. Cool. Will you come to Turkey? Yes. How am I? Well, according to my hair, it's help. If we were to listen to wildfire in one specific place to feel its full power, what should it be? Oh wow. Well, that you probably have to be by yourself in a space that is very calm. It's not too light. We don't want this hospital light situation happening. No. Because there are stories and information that is so important here, and unless you're with yourself, it's going to be hard to focus on that, and the music will take you to that place of the different, the different emotions. I was going to say, yes, does that make sense? You have to be by yourself, and you have to be in a soft space. Yes. Yeah. What is your favorite element of nature? Listen, there is no such thing as favorite element of nature. Listen, all of the elements, and I know you guys are going to think that I'm going to say this is quantum physics. This is not quantum physics, this is biology, okay? But all of the elements that exist, we have within us, in our body, okay? All of it is there. The minerals, all of it. So, to say one element would be wrong. But with Feels Like Heaven, we're starting with fire. Fire. Question is why fire? Okay. What's your favorite track on the album? It depends on what mood I am in, my darlings. But recently I've been listening to Where Do We Go From Here? And yeah, I just want to give you guys a snippet, but then my system goes like, I shouldn't be giving you guys a snippets because no, you have to wait. But where do we go from here? Think about it. Where do we go from here? We decide where we go from here. Okay? What do you think is after death? That's a very beautiful question. Oh God, that's not fair. You can't ask me a question like that and all of a sudden it goes like, wee, a little feather situation. Are you asking me what I think happens after death? Well, I think that our spirit is a fragment of a bigger spirit, which is basically saying you're so much more than you understand. So I think I don't think that death is what we think it is. I don't think it's definite. I think we transform into something else. Which basically means that I really don't see death the way other people might see it. So after death is just life. That's what I believe. Just a different type. Maybe even freer. Maybe you're even bigger. Maybe you've just, understood that, the body, the physical body was actually something heavy, and it's hard sometimes to be a human being. Yeah? Okay, next. I can talk about that for hours, my babies. For hours. Okay, so why did you name the album Wildfire? Oof, this is great. Why did I name the album Wildfire? Should we speak about this now? Because I know you've heard me say this before. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. There is nothing solid. Everything is just frequencies moving in different, this is so funny. I'm talking like deep stuff, and y'all guys are doing my makeup. I love you. Anyways, what was I saying? What was I talking about? What was the question again? Can somebody remind me? What was the question? Yeah, exactly. So everything is energy, right? So everything is energy. Check it out. It really is. And what exactly is energy? Could it be that it's light? But what exactly is light? Fire, light, life, energy. Everything is everything. Wildfire is understanding what you really are and allowing yourself to be all that is. Allowing yourself to live fully, to feel fully, to express fully, and there, without any containment. Don't contain. It's just like whatever needs to come out, just let it out, and you will feel so much better afterwards. Live your truth. It takes a while, though, so it's okay to move step by step. That's all right. But as long as you understand, I'm gonna live my full potential. I'm gonna get closer to that, and closer to that. Yes. Okay, so what's the next question? If your music could teach one spiritual lesson, what would it be? Oof. I got goosebumps. One lesson. Oh, that's you guys ask such beautiful questions. Can I just start by saying that? Can I just start by saying one lesson, and that, I guess, that is to understand, honestly, to understand that your reality is definitely a perception. You can change your reality by changing your perception. With that, I mean that a constructive state of mind is heaven. To try to see the good perspective in things. And when I say that, even with difficult times, what can I learn from this? What is the universe trying to teach me in this? How can I use this so it's beneficial in my life? So it's beneficial for the people around me? How can I love them more? What can I do? It's really important because everything is so connected collectively. So if we start generating that negative energy, we're just adding it to the collective of negative energy. Guys, come on. We are all interconnected. It's not even mumbo jumbo. Hello. It is. Say it. Quantum physics. Yeah, I love you. Okay, so here we go. There will never be any answering in 2 words. Blah, blah, blah. It's not. Okay, so. Which song on Wildfire was the most challenging to write? Um, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm going through all my songs. Like, wait a minute, what songs did I have now? Oh, I love you very much too. Okay, so I would say none of them. Wait, yes. Actually, yes. True love. True love. Because it's an interesting concept. True love. What does that really mean? And so I have to go back and forth and be like, how can I express that? What do I really mean? And because it's an important thing. What is true love? Is it monogamy? What is true love? Is it one-on-one here? Is it collectively? What is true love? The non-egoistic thing. So that was back and forth and back and forth and Crystal. Like this. Hello, Crystal. Can you please tell me what is it? Yeah. Czech Republic. Hello. Oh, you guys are so cute. Have I told you how much I appreciate you, how much I love you guys? I mean, it's just crazy. I'm weird like that. No, I'm not weird like that. I feel so much love for you. I get goosebumps in my body. Just check this out. Oh, look at that. Do you see? No, you can't really see. No, you can't see. Wait, I love you. Anyway, that's my point. Okay. No way. No, we're not rounding up in 1 minute. Forget about that. Okay? This is my people. Okay? Okay, how do you know if you're on the right path? I know exactly how you know you're on the right path. Trust me, I've been in so many bad paths in my life. I tell you, be like, it's just that when you're in the wrong path, you usually feel a dense energy and an anxious energy. It's very slow and things are not moving the way you want. When you're on the right path, even though you're struggling still, it's just that you feel so light. You feel like a little tiny type of joy, even if you fail. Let's just say, you take a song, you take it out, or you do something, you paint a picture in a line, people don't like it. It doesn't really matter. You still feel happy about it because you've lived your truth. You've done something that is real for you. Does that make sense? That's how you know you're on the right path. You need to really feel, can't be too much outside, feel like, how do I really feel about this? Actually feel all right about this. Good, right path, hello. And if you feel anxious, even though you've succeeded and everybody loves what you've done and everybody thinks it's amazing, you're on the wrong path. But wrong path is the right path because wrong paths teach you what the right path is. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, cowboy. Okay, here we go. How do you know you're finally healing if you feel like you're not? I'll tell you. Do you know what real healing is? This is just according to me. Real healing is understanding that you're full and whole and complete. Real healing is understanding that there's nothing wrong with you, okay? Real healing is understanding that, in fact, you don't need to heal. That's real healing. You should look yourself in the mirror, just like I'm looking at you right now, and say, you know what? I love you, and everything you do is okay. That's how you do it. Healing is understanding that you're actually absolutely amazing and don't need any changes like that fundamentally. Okay? Okay, so what's your favorite crystal right now? I've tried crystal after crystal after crystal, but I'm going to tell you one crystal that I always go back to, and it's not this clear one. It's always smoky quartz, and I think that because of the speed that I'm moving on in my life, it grounds me. So if you go into a crystal shop, you can see what your body is drawn to. And listen, I know that everybody's like, oh, this crystal mumbo jumbo. Check this one out. Crystal mumbo jumbo. If it wasn't for crystals, your phone would not be working. If it wasn't for crystals, your watch would not be working. Actually, all the technology that we're using now, check it out, is a crystal inside of it. Fragments of a type of crystal. Don't believe it? Check it out. Okay, so this is not a mumbo jumbo. Just say. Okay, so where do we go from here? Was the intro of the tour. You guys are so smart. How did you know? You haven't heard this song. guys are so smart. You're outsmarting me all the time. How do you do that? Of course you do that. You're spiritual. You're more spiritual than me at times. You say things that are actually, let me just tell you one thing. There are moments when I get so like beautifully like shocked to see the knowledge that you, the wisdom that you guys have, and there's so many moments that you've taught me stuff, you know, just your thoughts have actually been like, ah, they're actually right. I think I'm going to use this in my life. How do you cope with fear? Fear is an interesting concept. Fear is actually there to help us out, to just, you know, make sure that we don't go into paths that we should not be. Back in the day, ooh, but fear is also an illusion. Today I feel like fear is actually calculating stuff that can possibly eventually happen, and then you get afraid, oh, this might happen. But it's all an illusion because it hasn't happened yet. So the thing is with fear, how do you cope with fear? Understanding that it doesn't exist, it's an illusion. It's there to protect you, but then there are moments where you don't need that protection, you just need to go straight in. You know the moments where your fear is actually protecting you. It's like, you know, maybe I shouldn't go into that dark little space around the corner by myself at midnight. You know, fear goes, don't do that. Maybe I shouldn't go to this haunted house with, I can feel spirits. Don't do that. But then, if fear tells you, you shouldn't be pursuing your dream, your deep dream, it's an illusion because you will fail. Illusion. Did you just make me a potato, guys? Seriously? Did you guys make me a potato head? Every time I say something that is spiritual, you guys go, potato head! Okay. What inspired Wildfire? Life. You. Because the thing is, like, I mean, this is going to sound really aggressive, but it's also the truth. But it's, now that you know how I look at death, you know, we're all are limited. Our time's limited here. And it's just, I've just come to the conclusion that what I enjoy most of everything, like I enjoy creating music, but I really do. Why did I laugh about that? I really do. That is my channel. But the actual sharing, I enjoy even more, and that's what I mean. What inspired Wildfire when I say life and you and people? Because I really think that, you know, I don't know. I really think that there's so many great people out there. There's so many. The majority is amazing. We're amazing. We're trying our best to be the best version of ourselves. We're really trying, you know, and I'm trying, you guys are trying, everybody's trying. We're trying, you know, and we even feel like we should do more. That's amazing. That's amazing. And I feel like sometimes we just need to look at ourselves with love and just say, like, I'm really trying to be the best version of myself. I'm doing my best. So that's why I say you, because I feel very much love. Why do you guys? No, I'm not a chicken. I'm not a chicken. Let me just see what you guys are saying. Yeah. What does mask symbolize? What does armor symbolize? Well, cliffhanger. What is feels like heaven about? Well, the overall, I can sit and talk about this for hours, but feels like heaven speaks about the importance of trauma and stuff that are happening in our lives that we feel like why is this happening to me? Yeah, why is that happening to you? It's about transforming and understanding that there is no development without distortion, you know? There's no development without distortion. Every one of you guys, every one of your beautiful spirits, listen, wouldn't be as beautiful if it wasn't for all of the potato heads, okay? All the trials and tribulations you've been through. So it speaks about that, but it also speaks about setting the whole place on fire. Just kidding. This is a conversation we're going to get back to. I'm going to give you bits and pieces, and then you tell me what it's all about for you, because I want to know. If wildfire, okay. A final question. Okay, final question. Okay, final question. What is the final question? What do you guys want to know? When you were creating wildfire, was there something you discovered or understood about yourself? When I created wildfire, I understood that there is wisdom that has been channeled through all of us that speaks about love. You have to understand that a lot of these songs happened in the moment, and at some point I did scratch my head like, what am I trying to say? All of the songs that I create, the way I create is like I never plan. So whatever comes out comes from the core of me, but not me. It's a certain wisdom that I think we all have laying inside of us. And what I understood was that there are certain portals how you can connect with that wisdom through art, through music, and you don't have to be a professional singer, okay? You just find your portal and you get to that space, and in that space you get all the answers that you need. So I was looking at this album and I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. There's so much information here that I love to hear it. I listen to it like it's just somebody speaking to me. But I find it so beautiful that if we as living beings can connect in this spiritual space, and we all have it. This is not uniquely for me, but in there is information about what we need to do, how we need to do it, you know, guidance, love. And that was something that just blew my mind, guys. Blew my mind. Okay. That was our little punk ass introspective conversation. And before I round up my babies, I have to say, I appreciate you. Look deeply into my eyes when I say this. This little witchy says this. Blood is not thicker than water. You can love somebody even though you don't know them. We're all connected. I love you and I appreciate you, and I want you to know that wildfire is a gift to you guys because you're my biggest inspiration. And trust me, when I don't think about doing music for you guys, I talk to my plants. Okay? I love you, and I'll see you very soon. I don't even know how to shut this thing off. This is going to be a super blooper. I swear to God.